So for today's math lesson, we will be learning about greater than, less than, and equal to. So these are terms that we should know. Greater than is when you have two objects and one is greater than the other. Less than is when you have two objects and one is less than the other. And when they're equal, two objects are exactly the same amount. So for example, let's say I have straws. And in one hand, I'll have 2, and on the other hand, I'll have 3. Which hand has the greater amount? By show of hand. Yes, Victor?
I say, this one.
Okay, good job. So yes, this one has the greater amount because there are 3 in this hand and 2 in this hand. So let's say I do this now. Now, which one has the greater amount? Yes.
That one.
This one? Okay. Yes, because there are 4 straws in this hand and 1 straw in this hand. This hand has the greater amount. This one has the lesser amount. Okay. So I have more examples, but this time not using straws. So in the first example, there are smiley faces. So how many smiley faces are on this side?
3.
Okay, and how many are on this side?
1.
So which side has the greater amount?
The one on the left side, which has 3 smiley faces.
Yes, correct. This is the one that has the greater amount. Now let's look at example 2. Which of these, which side has the greater amount?
The right one.
This side?
Yes.
I say check again. Make sure you guys are counting them. The way that you can tell is if you count all of them. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. So which side has the greater amount?
The left side.
All right, yes, this side. Now, what about this one? Okay, so when it's this, since you have one on this side and one on the other, they are actually equal. They're equal to each other. So if you remember on the second slide, I said that when you have 2 objects and they are both the same amount, that means that they are equal to each other. They don't, one side doesn't have more than the other side, and this side doesn't have more than the other side. So whenever you guys are going to do your test, you guys won't be coming up to me and actually pointing out which side is the greatest or which one's the lesser side. You guys will actually have to remember the alligator. So the alligator, keep in mind, alligators are enormous. They are so big and they obviously eat big meals. So whenever we are looking at images like this, the alligator is going to want to eat the most. Always remember that the alligator is always going to eat the bigger meal. He's not going to want to eat just one smiley face because that won't fill him up. The alligator will want to eat 3 because that's like the one that will fill him up the most. So whenever looking at this problem, he's going to be wanting to eat the one that has 6 instead of 5. So that's how you will know where the alligator mouth will be facing. And when I say the alligator mouth, you won't actually be drawing the body, you will just be drawing the mouth, the shape of the mouth, and you can even do the little, draw the little teeth on there just to help you remember. Now, whenever it's equal, for example, like when we had the problem with the 2 sons, this one, the alligator won't know which one to eat because since they are the same, he won't see a difference. He'll see one sun on this side and one on the other and won't actually know which one to eat. So it will be equal. And this is the sign for the equal sign. And just think about the alligator facing forward with the two suns on the side, and he won't know which one to eat. Okay, so now we are going to practice using the alligator's mouth. So I made little cutouts for you guys. I'm going to be handing these out. You guys are going to be getting 3. Okay, here you go. Okay, so now let's go back to the previous slide. So I want somebody to be brave enough to come up here. And for this one, we already talked about it and we already know what side is greater, which is this side. So I want you guys to come with your cutouts and put the mouth where the alligator is going, what side the alligator is going to eat. Doesn't anybody want to come up here? Let's have you come up here. All right, so with your cutouts, choose the one that you think the alligator will eat, or the smiley face one.
Which one are we doing?
We're doing this one first, the smiley face one.
Okay.
So which one do you think the alligator will eat using your cutouts? Okay, so let's work with this.
I don't
So
know.
we said that, so first of all, let's see, what side is greater? Which one has the most smiley face? Okay,
This one.
so we talked about that remembering the alligator, you always have to remember that the alligator is going to want to eat the most. So he's not going to want to have a simple meal with just one smiley face. He's going to want to eat the most that he can. So this side has 3, so with your cutouts of the alligator mouth, put it to where he is eating the 3 smiley faces. Yes, so this one would be correct. This is the mouth facing this way, where the mouth is open towards the 3 smiley face. Good job. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, you may
Thank you.
sit down.
Thank you.
So yes, so this is the way that the mouth is going to go. So let's put the mouth facing that way. Okay. Okay, so now you see that the mouth is facing this way. It's opened towards the 3 because that's the one that has the greater amount, which that's the one that the alligator is always going to want to eat. Now, which side did we say that had the most on this one?
On the left, this side.
Okay, so this side,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so how is that going to look when putting the mouth there for the alligator? Can you come and show us again?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, here it is. Sorry.
Okay, yes. The alligator mouth will be facing this way. It's open to where it's going to be eating the 6th one. It's not going to be facing this way because like remember the alligator. Always remember that it's gonna want to eat the side that has the most so it can get full. Since the alligators are big, you're going to want to eat the one that has the most. So here you go. Thank you. Okay, so now let's look at this example. So remember that there is one sun on this side and one sun on the other side. So when thinking about the alligator, what way is the mouth going to go? Yes?
That's gonna be equal.
Okay, can you come and put your example up? Yes, correct. It's not gonna know which one to eat, so it's going to be the mouth is going to be facing forward. Thank you. So I'm going to put it up there. Okay. So who's ever making that squeaky noise, can you please stop? Okay. So, slideshow from current slide. Okay. So I put the equal sign on this one to show that both of the sides are equal. They have the same amount, so the alligator won't actually know which one to eat and will just stay in the center. Okay, so now let's work with numbers instead of actually visually seeing. Instead of actually visually seeing and counting all of the objects, now we're going to work with numbers. So on the first example, what side is greater?
8.
8, yes. 8 is greater than 5. Okay, so what about this one? What number is greater? Is 9 greater than 6 or 6 greater than 9?
9.
Yes, 9 is greater than 6. Okay, what about this? Is 4 greater than 2 or is 2 greater than 4?
Four is greater than 2.
4 is going to be greater than 2. Now, what about this? Is 10 going to be greater than 10? Or is 10 going to be greater than 10? Or is it equal? For this one, it's going to be equal. They both have the same amount. So whenever you see that this side has the same number and the other side has the same number, those are going to be equal. Just like with the objects, if we would have seen, or like we saw with the sun, you have one sun here and one sun on the other side. So the alligator doesn't know which one to eat because they are both the same. And just that's the way that it's going to be with the numbers as well. If you have 10 on this side and 10 on that side, the alligator isn't going to know which one to eat because there's not one that's greater than the other one. They're both the same. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you guys a video that's going to help you guys remember what we just learned. So let me get up this. Okay, so let me just pull up the video. While this is loading, when watching the video the first time around, I'm going to want for you guys to just listen, pay attention to the song because it actually kind of goes over what I just taught you guys. And then on the second time that we watch it, I'll actually have you guys stand up, and if you guys want to dance to the song because it's actually really catchy. You guys can. So here it goes. I'll turn off the lights.
Was an alligator living in the swamp, would sneak up on numbers and start to chomp. Whenever two numbers sat on the ground, she faced the bigger one and gobbled it down. When there are two numbers that are the same, the gator changes form and she swaps her name. Because she isn't sure exactly how to dine, she stands right in the middle as an equal sign. Number gators like to eat what's greater. They turn their backs on what is less. Their mouths open wide for the bigger side, and they munch down the whole great mess.
For more
Okay, so that's the song. Now, it literally shows you guys exactly, or tells you guys exactly what I taught you guys. So I'm going to play it again for you guys, so you guys can actually this time get up and dance. You guys don't have to, but if you guys want to, you guys can. Okay, so.
Was an alligator living in the swamp, would sneak up on numbers and start to chomp. Whenever two numbers sat on the ground, she faced the bigger one and gobbled it down. When there are two numbers that are the same, the gator changes form and she swaps her name. Because she isn't sure exactly how to dine, she stands right in the middle as an equal sign. Number gators like to eat what's greater. They turn their backs on what is less. Their mouths open wide for the bigger side, and they munch down the whole great mess.
Yay! Okay. So that is it for today for math. And next week, okay, sit down. Everybody calm down. So next week we will actually, not next week, but throughout this whole week, we are going to be going through what we just learned. But let me put back the PowerPoint up on here. Let me put the PowerPoint back on. And I'm going to be handing out a piece of paper. So you guys can take out a pencil. I'll be handing out the paper. So you guys can, so I can see what you guys learned all individually. I feel like as a class you guys are understanding, but I want to see individually what you guys are learning. Yes.
May I go to the restroom?
Can you go to the restroom? Oh, right after. We are about to be done, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so okay, so now now it's time for you to show me what you learned. This is your exit slip. I know nobody likes little quizzes, but this is going to be your exit slip. Just so this can help me know what I need to teach you guys for next time, what I need to reinforce for next time. So I'm going to be handing out a sheet of paper while you guys get out your pencils. Okay, so here you go. Remember to write your name on the top right hand corner. Name, first name and last name, and I want you guys, for the hearts, I want you guys to draw them out on there and show me what side the alligator is going to eat. So I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to do that, make sure you are looking at your own paper. I want to see what you guys know. And after you guys are done, you guys can go ahead and put your paper up in the air so I can collect it. Okay, all right. Okay. You're done. All right. Thank you. All right. Okay. So that is it for the math lesson for today.